Okay.
Perfect.
Great.
Let's go.
Thank you. I needed apparently an app update. So thank
Of course, no
you for
worries.
your patience. Okay, so now I'm gonna share my screen
Mm-hmm.
and you should see that in a second here.
Yes, I can see.
Yay. Okay, great. And I'm just gonna put it on share here. Oh, sorry, present I meant to do. There we
Mm-hmm.
go. Okay, so
Perfect.
yeah, so I know that you know what these things are. This lesson will just be meant to reintroduce them a little bit and get
Mm-hmm.
talking with you a bit so I can see what you already know. And then I have some future lessons where we're gonna build on what you already know to be able to see how it can be also used in some formal situations
Mm-hmm.
and polite language that you might want for your workplace or for workplace
Mm-hmm.
communications, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, for today, I was hoping that you could do a little pre-test for me, just 3 questions.
Uh-huh.
In fact, you don't have to write anything at all, but I have 3 sentences here.
Yeah.
Some may be incorrect and some may be correct.
Mm-hmm.
And so each one of these questions has to do with a section in the lesson. But I'm wondering if you can tell me whether these sentences are correct or not.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you like me to read them or would you like to read?
No, I can read it.
Okay.
So,
All right.
shopping during the holiday can be more expensive than at other times of the year.
Yeah. Do you think it might be correct or incorrect, this one?
Shopping during the holidays can be more expensive than at other times of. I guess it's correct.
Yes, this one is correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so this one is something that we're going to talk about because normally we don't start sentences with a gerund except
Exactly.
when it has this purpose, right? So in this sentence, shopping is the topic of the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So
Got it.
sometimes shopping, even though it's a verb, it can be used as the subject.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And number two, I appreciated to hear the news about your family.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciated to hear the news about your family. Uh, it's not correct.
Great. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
correct. Do you know why it's not correct?
yeah, I appreciated to hear because um, I know, but I cannot explain that.
That's okay. But you starting to recognize that
Yeah.
we just have some words that we use with gerunds and others that we use with infinitives. So
Mhm.
appreciated this one of like your experience or your feeling about something. So
Mhm.
appreciation is what I'm experiencing.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
usually followed with a gerund. So I'm
Yeah,
going to give you
exactly.
some more examples of those so that you could say more easily.
Exactly. Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah,
But
thank
this is
you.
good so far. I think a lot of what we're going to do today is review,
Thank
but
you.
we'll just put it together.
Uh-huh.
The last one,
And the professor decided don't to give a line final exam. The professor decided don't to give a line final exam. The professor decided don't. It's not correct, I guess.
again, yeah, actually you've got all of these questions correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not it's because this is the not the correct way to use the negative form.
Yeah,
We would
exactly.
say,
Yes.
would you know what we would say instead? The professor,
The professor decided uh, don't giving.
actually, it's not. The professor decided not to
Yeah,
give.
not to give.
Yeah. So the choice
Not to
of
give.
the infinitive was correct here, but we
Mhm.
don't use do and don't with the infinitive in this
No,
case.
no. Mm, I, I know, but I guess both could be correct, but the meaning should be different with that. Yeah, if we say the professor decided, mm, don't giving, no, not to give,
Not to give.
not to give is correct. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
we can look at the rule for that and why I know it's
Uh-huh.
that one. Can you just say for me, professor?
Sorry, I couldn't understand your
Just
question.
just say this word here, professor.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
professor.
Yeah, so in this one, it's one of those ones where the stress, normally we put emphasis a lot on the first syllable in English, but this one, professor, it's the second syllable because this is a Latin root word.
Mhm.
And so fess is like to say.
Uh-huh.
So it's professor.
Professor.
Yes, yeah, it's just a little thing.
Professor. The
Yeah,
emphasis is in the F, yeah? Professor.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay.
So that just kind of gives you an idea, and there you go. You got them all right.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll be able to say why they're not right at the end of this lesson
Mm-hmm.
and maybe be able to correct some. Okay, so the task in the exam that you might take if you'd like to take the next level in English instruction is to be able to talk about everyday activities.
Uh-huh.
I'm not much of an athlete myself, but I know that they often use questions about recreation and in particular sports.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just wondering if you could tell me a few things about yourself. So, like, do you know the names of any sports in English?
In English, maybe the football, volleyball, badminton, and the tennis, and maybe baseball, running.
Hmm.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of these ones there that we see on this page are either ball sports or racket sports. So some of these are ones that we do with other people. Volleyball, with sound, volley to volley is like
Yeah.
to set it over. I
Yeah.
don't know if you know, yeah. So and so I'm curious, like, did you play any of these in Iran before you came to Canada or
Mm,
not so common?
to be honest, no.
Okay.
When I was in high school, badminton, but after that, not really.
Okay. No, I know that it's the same for me in high school. I had a PE teacher who was actually from Finland, but
Yeah.
he came to live in my village and we played all of these sports, but
Mhm.
I wasn't really good at them. But in my town, I was from a big hockey town. Everybody played hockey,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, have you tried anything new since you came to Canada or not so much like
No, 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 I couldn't. I really want to have some a sports game,
Mhm.
but I couldn't find the time and make the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really like to do that one day. I don't
So
know.
yeah, just before I move on, like culturally, it used to be very common in Canada and the United States that
Mm,
people with the other people that they work with would make a team and compete against other uh, company teams. And it
mhm,
has become very uncommon. Like Canadian adults are not involved in these sports a lot, but I see that they're doing a bit of a push. So you might see these kind
uh-huh,
of conversations happening in the future. So,
uh-huh,
so just as a little warm up, just so
uh-huh.
that we can,
Of
yeah.
course.
So there's the names of some sports over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to do the on this side, this warm up is probably from very like common constructions you would see with gerund and an infinitive, which is about things that you like to do,
Mm-hmm.
that you know about. And then this one is kind of that more difficult one where the gerund starts it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had to tell me about yourself, could you use these sentences on the left to,
Of course.
yeah,
My friends and I uh, like to play basketball.
basketball?
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know much about playing golf. Playing tennis takes a lot of skill.
excellent. Yeah, so these are sports, it's just a bit of review. These are sports that you play. So these are like
Mhm.
team sports. But we'll look in this unit a little bit too about more like the running and swimming and things that you might
Mhm.
do by yourself. So let's just take a peek here. I'm just
Mhm.
going to move our picture down here.
Mhm.
So you've heard this word gerund before?
Sorry?
This have you heard this term
Yeah.
gerund?
Yeah. I heard about that. Yeah, I heard. The gerund is verb plus ing and infinitive is to plus verb.
Exactly.
But we usually use in the different situation that is difficult to recognize.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's difficult to recognize where, which situation.
Okay, so this is perfect. So what I'm hoping to do with each exercise, which we haven't got to yet, is look at like one situation where you might use these and the purpose of that, and then also how you construct the sentence.
Mhm.
This little diagram here is in a file that I sent to you last night. So if you want to look at this again with the
Mhm.
sentence forms, you
Mhm.
can you can open that up later. But yes,
Mhm.
you're right, exactly that a gerund is recognized by that ing at the end, and it's a verb. It's a kind of a verb, but it's highly common in spoken English, even more than in writing.
Mhm.
And the way that we often use it in a very simple sentence is as the subject of a sentence. So this could be used with sports like playing tennis, but you could be describing everyday activities like washing dishes, or it could be about the workplace, like, filling in files.
Mhm.
But it's where the activity, that regular activity is the subject. So we'll see more examples of this in the lesson as we go, but you would see this is really common in uh, workplace discussions, like what there's a staff
Mhm.
meeting, or if you're doing like job interviews, or
Mhm.
also like resolving conflict if you
Mhm.
have an argument with somebody.
Mhm.
Yeah. So one way that we can do this is to look at this, and then we can say this two different ways. Like playing tennis is fun
Yeah.
is an opinion. That we use this to share opinions, and we're very opinionated, right? When we speak in English. But we can also discuss our preferences. So it could be I enjoy or we enjoy. We'll look more about this word enjoy. Or we can also use these very commonly when we're talking about our feelings. So he's excited about it. He's looking forward to it. He's worried about. And so we'll use some of these. And as we go through the lessons, those little prepositions will come in. But we won't worry about all of it in one day. But I'm just telling you what we will get there. So In this sentence, playing is that subject of the sentence.
Mhm.
The difference here in this sentence, that we enjoy playing tennis, is that it's us, it's our preference that is the main subject in the sentence. And then in the last one, the plane becomes the object, where the
Mhm.
main focus is that he's excited and it's about playing tennis that's making him feel excited. All of this is, I think, review for you. Is that right?
Yeah, but I
Or
have a question.
sure.
In the last one, we can say he's excited to play tennis or no?
Um, we can say that. Yes, we can say that, but normally we would add the situation, the context. So
Mhm.
I would say something like, he's excited to play tennis with you tomorrow,
Mhm.
or he's um excited to uh perform well on the exam.
Mhm.
Whereas if it's something that he's going to be doing, or somebody's going to be doing, like they've just joined a team,
Mhm.
or that they're going to be playing with you on a regular basis, you could say that he's just excited about swimming in the ocean, like it's a new hobby, it's a new habit.
Mhm.
Yeah. So let's just see the infinitive then. Um, so you know that it's made with two, and like, just we'll review. We'll come back to this point, but when I have to play at the beginning of the sentence, I know that in some lessons that you might have had, they teach you to just make the two a very short sound, but it's not so much at the beginning of the sentence. Here we say to play,
Mhm.
not to play. You know what I'm saying? So in this one, it's a similar it's similar to that one where we're talking about playing, right?
Mhm.
Playing tennis is fun, but here you can see, to play tennis well, it's got this added phrase after, takes a lot of practice. So here we're seeing it with a phrase that's verbal. It's a verbal phrase. So it's starting with this one.
Mhm.
So to uh so I think your question was actually more about a sentence like this one, like, he is excited to play tennis. Is that what you were thinking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can say it that way.
Mhm.
So he is excited to play tennis. When we're using to, it's often more like a one-time exciting thing. It'll have like a, it's hard to explain this exactly, but in my mind as an English
Mhm.
speaker, I guess I could explain to you. I would use this infinitive when I'm talking about, for example, my holiday that I'm having with
Mhm.
my mom.
Mhm.
So we are excited to use the spa
Mhm.
facility at the
Yeah.
hotel, or we
Yeah.
are excited to indulge in the buffet breakfast, because
Mhm.
it's like, it's within this like scope of time. Or
Mhm.
you might be excited to graduate from university, because it's like kind of like a singular event,
Mhm.
whereas I would use this one for something more ongoing, so something
Mhm.
that's like a really regular part of my life. So this enjoying and having a feeling about something, I could say I enjoy going to the dog park with my mom,
Got it.
right? or I'm excited about starting the school year, because the start of the school year isn't, for me as the teacher, one moment in the day. It's like
Exactly.
whole September, like getting
Uh-huh.
everything going. Yeah. Although for
Yeah.
a young child, they might say he's excited to start school, because for them it's like like it's one day in their life. So both are correct, but it's how I think about the world when I'm using these two.
Mm-hmm. Got
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Got it.
So
Thank
let's
you.
I'll like move on
Got
now,
it.
so you have a chance to do some
Mhm.
talking and practice using them. Okay. So the part of the reason I chose sports is that when we're thinking about the coach, we use sort of sports language and analogy to talk about roles within organizations. So we
Mhm.
actually have like career coaches or educational coaches as well. And so, like in a team, like whenever you're working on teams, we use gerunds and infinitives a lot when we're discussing our plans with our teams.
Mhm.
So if I was just looking at this picture for a second,
Uh-huh.
if the coach was sitting here with these kids, why do you think that some kids might not be joining in the game today? Like what could be a reason why somebody wouldn't be able to join?
Wasn't able to join.
Yeah, actually I have a different sentence here. I said, why might some players be away? Or this, we have a colloquial expression, to sit a game out. They might be sitting the game out.
Mhm.
To sit a game out means they're at the game, but they can't play. They're Why are they on the bench?
It could be, I guess, because they, mm, maybe that's enough. Some of them for the playing game. Maybe some of them were where was the uh, um, pain in their body.
Okay, so they're having some pain today.
Yeah, maybe they something happened for them. Maybe the games it's with, for example, with a specific I don't know how can a specific number, a specific person,
Okay. Oh,
and
oh, you mean like they can only have so many players on the
yeah,
field.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So they don't want to break the rules.
yeah,
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 okay.
yeah.
And this, just to get warmed up a bit, when these players are getting together, their parents have to make some arrangements. So how do parents know when it's time to come play?
Mm.
How do the kids know when the games are happening?
So of course they should follow the rule in the game, and maybe coach explain them that how is the game, and what's the um, each one responsibility.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, I love. Okay, so you're actually talking about coordinating the game. I just wanted to know if you know about like the schedules. Like ha I don't know how old your daughter is.
my
Or
daughter is 18.
okay. But that's a good question. But like when the parents are getting together and they have to plan out the games, they have to coordinate the schedules, right? They have to come to an agreement about when the children will be playing all of the games.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Like with the calendar
Oh,
in
oh,
advance. It's okay.
oh,
This is just because we're going to do a little exercise here, but you know
yeah,
what I mean by a schedule of the games, right? Where they
yeah.
telling which dates and what time. and location and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right.
Yes.
And if you were giving advice to one of these young kids after they play a very vigorous game of soccer, what would you say to them
Mhm.
after they were running really hard?
Really hard. Drink water and rest. Maybe take a shower, and maybe after the playing, eat something that could turns back your energy to your body.
Great. So you have a load of ideas, and this is actually one of the situations we're going to look at because the giving of advice is one
Mhm.
way that we're going to use these.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
let's do a little practice here. So I have I'll just move our picture out of the way of the writing here. So in each one of these ones, you can see there's one, two, and three here. Just so to be clear about the gerunds, I'm wondering if you can find the gerund and tell me what it is. So for example, if I have this sentence, walking is
Mm-hmm.
good exercise. Walking is where I'm gonna put my emphasis. Walking is good exercise, and walking is the gerund, and it's used as the subject of the sentence. So if
Mm-hmm.
I have a gerund at the beginning, I can know that it's going to have emphasis. Walking is good exercise.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I have in this one, Bob and Anne are playing tennis. Playing is the gerund, and it's a present participle. Um, what we're talking about things continuing on a regular basis is the present progressive. So it's something that they are doing now, or that like they could be doing it right now, or they could be doing it every day in their everyday life or every week. But,
Mm-hmm.
but when I say this one, Bob and Ann are playing tennis, the playing doesn't have more emphasis than Bob and Ann.
Mm-hmm.
So I could, if I was answering who, then obviously I would say Bob and Ann are playing tennis. But in this sentence, I just say Bob and Ann are playing tennis. It's not like Bob and Ann are playing tennis, right? Whereas in the other one, it's walking is good exercise. And my last sentence here is that was a surprising win. In this one, surprising again is a gerund and it's a present participle, but its function here is different. So in this one, it's describing the win, right? So this surprising, this gerund is an adjective that describes that one. So if you can read these sentences and find the gerund, then we may be able to say what it is that the gerund is doing here in the sentence for us.
Okay.
Okay, so let's look. Why don't you try reading this one out loud?
Yeah. Number one, running uphill. You feel
Yes. Oh, sorry, it's uphill.
uphill.
Mhm.
Running uphill is hard work. So running is a gerund because it's subject.
Yes, it's the subject. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I had to move away. 1 second, please.
No worries.
Sorry, I live with my grandmother and she has a device and it wants to
Oh,
call 911. So I need
oh
you to
my
turn it
God.
off. Okay. So I
So
think
funny.
she's okay. She just put it down on the holder, so I'm not worried
Oh.
if she's okay. But I just moved to the kitchen. Oh, no.
Okay, say greeting to your grandmother.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So,
So running uphill
yeah.
is hard work. Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Running uphill is hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the subject, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. And Martin isn't running in the race today. So here, Grant is running, and running is, as I guess, isn't object, isn't
It's
uh
it's this present participle.
present
Yeah.
participle.
So
Okay.
it's even though it's the negative form, we're discussing something that he's presently not going to be doing. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
something ongoing that he isn't going to do today. Because this one's the negative form, we're going to say he isn't running in the race today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
Martin isn't running in the race today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the last one?
I need new running shoes.
Exactly.
So here, present participle use as adjective.
As an adjective. Yeah. Running
Yeah,
shoes.
running. Yeah,
Running shoes.
running shoes is as
Yeah.
adjective. Hmm.
It's an
Uh,
adjective. Yeah. So, and sometimes actually we might consider that like a kind of a compound word,
mhm,
running shoes, right? Or
mhm,
when I go in the pool, I have a bathing suit. So
Get
we
it.
see that often with equipment for sports.
Mhm.
All right. And
Number
yeah,
two.
let's try number two.
Yeah, I'm scheduling our team practices for the mornings. I'm scheduling. So, scheduling
Hmm.
is Grand Ger-
The gerund. Yeah,
Gerund.
that's okay.
Gerund. Gerund, and it's as a like the subject.
In
No,
this
it's
one,
not subject. No, it's not
that's right.
subject.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not. Yeah.
yeah, it's not. It's present participle.
Yes, it's the present, it's the ongoing one, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not going, or sorry, I am doing all the scheduling.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because it's a big
Yes.
job for
Yeah.
for
Yes.
a coach or a parent. Exactly.
And yeah, and B, scheduling practices for the afternoon doesn't work. Here, scheduling is the gerund and it's a subject.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
a subject.
And so the clue here is that it's right at the beginning. It's the subject at the very beginning of the sentence,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas in this one, I, and Martin are the subjects
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
at the
exactly.
beginning. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the last one, would you consider scheduling a practice in the evening? So scheduling here is the present participle used as an adjective.
Actually,
Yeah.
this one also is
Is present participle used as part of the present
yes.
progressive?
So it's the word order changes a little bit here because it's a question,
Mhm.
but you are the subject, and
Mhm.
I'm asking you to consider doing this. So
Mhm.
consider is one of these special verbs that we're gonna talk a little bit more about later. Um,
Mhm.
but the word is consider.
Mhm. Got
Consider.
it.
Yeah. All
Mhm.
right. And last one.
Drinking something with electrolytes is important. So drinking is gerund as a subject.
Yes. Yeah. Electrolytes, it is something like vitamins.
Yeah,
Electrolytes for
yeah,
energy, right? Like a
yeah. Is
Mhm.
there any drinking water near me? So drinking here is the present participle used and part of the present processive.
This one, this drinking
Yeah.
is modifying the water. It's like not modifying it, but it's describing the water.
So it's used as an adjective.
An adjective. Yeah, drinking water
Ah,
means water
yeah.
is safe to drink. Is there
Mm-hmm.
any drinking water? Have you seen this word before?
Yeah,
Nearby?
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
this one again, it's a compound word, right? It's nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm asking, is there any water that's safe to drink close to this place where we are, right? Is there any drinking water nearby?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So just a little tricky. I can see where we're going in the lesson, and the only one I think that was a little tricky was maybe with a question and this special kind of verb.
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right. So we talked a little bit about how the gerunds and infinitives will be useful to talk about everyday activities like our pastimes, but also in the workplace. So
Mm-hmm.
these people are having a meeting and they're discussing some issues at work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so in particular, we use the gerund and the infinitive when we're discussing things at work that have to do with HR. Are you familiar with human resources, what that means?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, if I was thinking about these people here, how, when we're getting a job, our skills are important, but sometimes we get jobs because we know people as well. So, how is it sometimes that people know each other or are related to each other at work?
Work.
Mhm.
Um, so how might the people at this meeting know each other?
Mhm.
Which their opinion, which their idea, maybe?
Sorry, I guess what I mean is, for example, when I got my first job, the employer was an organization for um at which like my grandpa and grandma were volunteers.
Huh?
So I knew the people in the organization from my grandparents' volunteer work. But how else might people like know each other to get a job, do you think? Like how did you find your first like how did well let me ask this one. How did you find your present work? Did you
So I give my resume and
Mhm.
then interview.
Okay.
So for if I don't know, maybe if you mean um
Okay. Well,
I have no idea about that. I don't know.
it's okay. No, that's okay because I think this maybe is where we can do some work. So when you gave your resume, did you just go give your resume everywhere, or did you go and say, for example, is anybody hiring right now? Or did you ask at an employment center, can you tell
Of
me
course,
how to
I
find
went
jobs?
there. Yes, I went there. I asked them about are you hiring you or no, and I had a short conversation to them about my ability, about the benefit place, and then we could I could know that this place is good to me or no, and of course they know that I'm good for the place or no. So we
Okay.
communicate, with exchange our ability.
Uh-huh. Oh, Zara, I'm just seeing that it's gonna cut the meeting off here.
Okay.
Okay, but hold on just a second because I'll start the other one presently when we get cut off. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
this is kind of what I was getting at is um how did you know about the job? And also right now you sell the chocolates? Do you work at
Yes,
the